So at last, we are here, bringing everything together into a fully functional clickable menu. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to understand what we're trying to create. On slide 2, you'll find a finished version of the menu. Let's play the slide and take a look. When we click the hamburger logo, the three lines better known as the menu icon, the menu should smoothly open and close. Furthermore, when we click each of the 5 GIF buttons, the menu should smoothly navigate back and forth between the slides using the morph transition. However, I can't demonstrate this just yet because there aren't any slides to navigate to, but more on that later. Moving on, let's quickly break down what the menu consists of and what we need to build. At its core, the menu is made up of a few key elements. First, we have the hamburger menu icon. Then we have 5 sets of GIFs, each with an on and off state. For each slide, only one GIF will be on, while the other 4 remain in their off state, giving us a total of 5 GIFs per slide. However, in the initial build, we'll keep 2 sets of each, totaling 10 GIFs to structure the menu before refining it. The menu itself is based on a pie chart, which we will convert into 2 layers, the menu top cover and the menu bottom cover. Each layer contains 5 menu wheels. The bottom layer will always be fully visible, while the top layer will have only one dominant wheel visible, with the rest being transparent. This setup ensures that only the active section is highlighted, making the selected on GIF stand out. Taking a quick look at the animations, we can see 2 main sequences, menu close and menu open, both triggered by clicking the menu icon. The menu close animation uses exit animations for both the top and bottom menu layers, as well as the 10 GIFs, making the menu smoothly disappear from view. The menu open animation works in the opposite way, using entrance animations for the same elements to bring them back into view. The only difference here is that the 10 GIFs have a short delay, so they appear just before the menu fully opens, creating a smoother transition. All right, enough talking. Let's start creating the menu. Create a new slide, then head to the Insert tab, click on Charts, and select Pie. Then choose Donut. After inserting the donut chart, an inbuilt Excel sheet will appear. If needed, enlarge the file so you can see all 4 quarter rows. But since we need 5 sections instead of 4, we'll need to extend this. To do this, highlight the existing 4 rows and drag them down 1 more row, or simply manually add another row below them. Now, under the Sales column, change each value to 1 for all 5 rows. This ensures that each section of the donut chart is evenly sized. Once done, close the Excel window and let's move forward. Then remove the labels from the chart. You can do this by either right-clicking on each label and selecting Delete, or simply left-clicking on them and pressing the Delete button on your keyboard. Once the labels are removed, we need to adjust the shape of the donut. Right-click on the donut chart and select Format Data Series. In the formatting panel that appears, find the donut hole size option and set it to 60%. After adjusting the donut hole size, let's resize the chart to better fit our menu design. Click and drag the corners to reshape it. Remember, you can hold Shift and the Control key while resizing to maintain its proportions and keep everything aligned properly. Next, we need to convert this chart into an SVG so that we can edit it more freely. First, copy and remove the donut chart by pressing Ctrl+X. Now, instead of using Ctrl+V to paste it back in, we need to use a special method. Go to the Home tab, click the Paste drop-down arrow, and select Paste Special. From the list of options, choose SVG and click OK. Now, go to the Graphic Format tab and click Convert to Shape. Once converted, PowerPoint will automatically group all the shapes together. However, for the next step, we need to break them apart. right-click on the group and select Ungroup. Now, with all 5 segments still selected, open the Format Shape pane. Under Shape Options, change the Fill to Slide Background Fill. Go to Effects, and under Shadows, set the preset to Inner, Inside, Center. Change the shadow color to white, and finally, set the blur to 30 to create a soft, glowing effect inside the segments. And there we have it, the base of our menu. Now we can group it back together. In the Selection pane, rename the group and each individual shape for better organization. You can take a moment to restructure the order of the shapes to keep everything neatly arranged. With that done, we can copy the menu bottom to create its counterpart. While we're at it, let's rename the newly copied bottom group to Menu Top in the Selection pane for better organization. Once the top group is renamed, select 4 of the wheel pieces and go to the Formatting pane. Under Fill, choose No Fill, and under Line, select No Line to make them invisible. Now, select the remaining wheel piece, set its fill to Solid Fill with the color white. Finally, go to Effects, open Shadows, and under Preset, choose Outer, Offset Center. Then, set Transparency to 0, Blur to 20, and change the shadow color to white. And that's it. We have now successfully created both the menu bottom and menu top. Place the top menu group directly over the bottom group, ensuring they are perfectly aligned. Later, when we set up navigation, we can change which wheel is the dominant one by simply grabbing the half-circle handle at the top and rotating the top menu group. You can now select both the top and bottom menu groups and drag them to the top left corner of the slide. Once they're positioned correctly, let's head to Slide 1. We now want to give each of the 10 GIF animations a fade exit and fade entrance effect. First, highlight all 10 GIFs and go to the Animations tab. Click Add Animation and select Fade Exit. Then, open the Animation pane. With all 10 GIFs still selected, right-click and choose Timing. In the Timing settings, go to the Triggers section and select Start Effect on click of GIF menu. This will ensure that the fade-out effect only happens when the menu is clicked. Then, head back to the Animations tab and click Add Animation, this time selecting Fade Entrance. Now, instead of assigning a new trigger, we can simply drag the 10 selected fade entrance animations under the already assigned trigger effect in the Animation pane. Once done, you'll notice a 2 appearing in front of the green entrance animations. This means the fade entrance effect will only happen on the second click. To make the animation smoother, we should still adjust the timing a bit. Set both delay and duration to 1 second. Let's play the slide and see how the animation looks in action. It looks fine. However, there are a few issues that come with having this many animations. PowerPoint can sometimes get a little laggy, which is why we will delete the duplicated GIFs later to optimize performance. But let's not worry about that for now. Let's copy everything and paste them into Slide 2. Move the menu icon GIF up to the top left corner of the slide. Next, select each set of GIFs one by one and head to the Picture Format tab. Use the Align Center and Align Middle options to ensure they are perfectly stacked on top of each other. Drag each set of GIFs and position them over the menu top and menu bottom, making sure to place them within the designated wheels. Now that the GIFs are placed, we can clean up the slide by deleting the background GIF cover. Next, we'll add the final animations for the menu. Go to the selection pane and select both the menu top and menu bottom groups. Then, head to the Animations tab, click Add Animation, and choose the Wheel Exit animation. After adding the Wheel Exit animation, go to the Animation pane and right-click on the newly created animations. Select Effect Options, and under the Effects tab, find the Spokes setting. Set the spokes to 3 to create a smoother, segmented closing effect. Now, drag both Wheel Exit animations down in the Animation pane so they are placed right above the 10 Fade Exit animations. To ensure that all 10 Fade Exit animations occur at the same time, we need to set them to start with previous. Click on the first Fade Exit animation, then hold down Shift while selecting the last Fade Exit animation. This will select all animations in between, allowing us to modify them all at once. With all selected, right-click, choose Start with Previous, and now all the elements will fade out simultaneously when the menu closes. Let's do the same process one more time, but in reverse. Select both the menu top and menu bottom groups in the selection pane. Head to the Animations tab, click Add Animation, and this time choose the wheel entrance. Now, just like before, go to the Animation pane. Right-click the new wheel entrance animations, select Effect Options, and set the spokes to 3 to match the exit effect. Now, drag both wheel entrance animations above the fade entrance animations in the Animation pane. Next, select all 10 fade entrance animations by clicking the first one, holding Shift, and then clicking the last one. Right-click the selection and choose Start with Previous to ensure they animate together with the wheel entrance. However, since this overrides our delay settings, we need to manually adjust it back. With all 10 fade entrance animations still selected, set the delay to 1 second in the timing settings. This ensures the GIFs appear smoothly right after the menu opens. And we're done. You can now delete slide 1 and slide 2, as we no longer need them. In the next session, we'll set up the navigation system and apply the morph transition, bringing our interactive menu to life.